As she wandered through the rain-swept Edinburgh evening, key moments of the day, and indeed thoughts about the city she loved, tumbled through her mind. The city had its own view on things connected with the past. To its inhabitants it displayed a father's indulgence, singing in unison with modern times, while proudly upholding the heritage of the streets and buildings, and their echoes of bygone days. While studying at the University of Edinburgh, J.M. periodically slipped out of the hatch of the attic of the top floor flat which she shared with other students, and took daring walks across the city's rooftops. From this secret vantage point, she delighted in the patterns created by the clusters of chimneys of all shapes and sizes as they stretched towards the horizon. As they puffed away, she liked to imagine what conversations they might have enjoyed about their owners and how well heated their homes were, or about the colliers and their production of black gold, the salvation of many generations of Edinburgh's residents. Miss J.M., however, was so transfixed by the objects arranged on the shelf behind them that she barely registered their reaction. Later, when recalling her first impression of the shop, she came to the conclusion that the seemingly random array of antiques, which included watches, spears, lockets, vintage clothes, magnifying glasses, miniature cups, globes, precious stone rings, and many things besides, had actually been arranged in a carefully preordained sequence. It was as though each and every item had been placed according to its significance to the shop's owner, but they had also been displayed to capture the imaginations of the customers and to penetrate and make connections with their subconscious memories and aspirations. Dr. Brandon Silver listened to J.M.'s story in awe, and when she had finished, he removed his horn-rimmed glasses and sat for a long time, wiping his tears. Her boss's emotional reaction to her narrative was an unexpected and pleasant surprise for J.M. From the street they heard voices, signalling the end of daytime activity and the start of Edinburgh's nightlife, when the city's streets, pens and alleyways were filled with people either making their way home from work or emerging to explore the city's nooks and crannies as they made their way to pubs, clubs and restaurants. Immune to the lure of the city's attractions and too absorbed in their work to leave, the two indefatigable researchers remained in their office. A nip of whisky, imbued with the aroma of fresh honey and a delicate infusion of oak, warmed and cheered them as they worked on, oblivious to both the atrocious weather and anything that was going on outside. That night, J.M. had a dream, the same dream she had had many times as a child. In it, she found herself beside the long and winding river, where she had often walked with neighbours' children to collect water during her school holidays. There she was, J.M. as a little girl, staring into the river as she dipped her bucket. Her eye is caught by something sparkling in the water among the pebbles. Looking closely, she sees the reflection of a young girl wearing a gold medallion around her neck. This sad and strikingly amazingly beautiful girl has secrets that she needs to share. She beckons to J.M. to come closer so that she can whisper something in her ear. J.M. leans forward until strands of her hair float on the surface. But suddenly the water ripples lightly and the image of the girl disappears in a flash of light. All that is left on the riverbed are pebbles and weeds. Frustrated, J.M. stands up and steps away from the river, but as she does so, feels something weighing heavily around her thin neck, and putting her hand up, discovers that she is now wearing the other girl's gold medallion. J.M.'s delight at this discovery is so intense, so believable, that she immediately awakes and automatically touches her neck and chest in search of this wonderful gift. Year after year she has experienced this exact same dream, and even after waking tonight, she feels a great sense of loss and disappointment when she discovers that that the medallion is missing.
The stars twinkle silently in the spectral garden. Magical nights vanish with the first rays of sun. It's a place where the soul merges into a single stream, flowing through the apple orchard that holds the secrets. The love of Togepi and Tomchi builds bridges that will endure centuries. My darling, I will return you every place within me. May all our secrets, revirals and dreams be stored silently by the same moon that was our witness. Clutching tightly at her breast, Tomchi quietly watched the guy. I am presenting you with a fictitious interpretation of the origins of just some of the events described in these fantastic stories, and in the tandem with historical facts, hope to be able to offer an insight into those characters who have such a huge impact on world heritage. The passionate love story of northern Kyrgyzstan Tagabi and Tomchi, the Bakharan beauty, takes us to a magical land called Fergana.
Hello, my name is James Mooney. I'm a literary critic and I write for the Edinburgh-based blog Taichi. I really enjoyed reading this book and its descriptions of the history and cultural values of Kyrgyzstan and Central Asia. And I'm very grateful to the author for giving me this book and of course for writing it.